April. As some of you guys know, I am a graphic designer by training, even though right now I mostly put buttons in the right place and make the experience of using things that much better. I still like to look back at book covers and reminisce about all of the things that go into making a cover and why I think they're aesthetically pleasing. Which is why I only thought it was appropriate that I gave you a list of some of my favorite book covers of 2017. To begin my list, I have to talk about The Book of Dust, La Belle Savage. This cover is so gorgeous. It is a simple monochromatic cover with this very woodblock print style illustration. It feels very classic but new at the same time. I love covers that are simple, that are understated, that don't scream too loudly but still have a lot of detail inside of them. Here you have words taking up most of the cover, but you still have a little bit of the story being told in this beautiful illustration. So I really like this cover. Then there is Apex. Something about this whole series, the whole Hunter series, I really like. It's always the one word, big and bold in the center, but then you have these beautiful illustrations underneath that you almost don't realize that are there until you start paying close attention. And once again, we have a very simple color palette. I like when the color palette just makes sense and it's not something that makes you want to run away in fear. There is something to be said about choosing something simple, and this does it very well. It's a lot, but it's a little at the same time. I can't say it enough that simple is amazing. And in the veins of simple, I have to bring up Turtles All the Way Down. There is not a lot going on this cover, but for that, I think it is epically awesome. It takes a very abstract concept and says a lot. I don't even know what this book is about yet. I haven't read it, unfortunately. Too many other things going on. But I can clearly see the chaotic dive down of everything just through the cover alone. And the handwritten font that was chosen to go along with this very moving graphic gives movement to the font itself. Are you gonna help? And Nissa agrees. Then there is Artemis. You're noticing a theme in a lot of my stuff. Simple graphics, simple colors. This one even has that futuristic feel because of the typeface that they decided to use. I think it was very well played out. And stop playing with the tree. You're not allowed to be in the video if you're gonna play with the tree. This cover grabbed my eye from the very beginning. It's very bold. It's very futuristically clean, especially with the typeface that they chose. It just all works together cohesively as a whole, and I like it. I like it a lot. I couldn't do this list without bringing up Sam Green's work with Oathbringer. His illustration styles are so amazing, and the fact that it is mostly grayscale and you get that one splash of color, I'm in love with all of the Sanderson covers that he has done, which is why back behind me on that shelf you can see a whole bunch more of them. They don't feel overly done, but they still have a very dramatic feel to them, which is why I like them. So the cat is going crazy and the book is really heavy. I don't know what to do right now. Are you going to help or are you going to hinder? Because if you're going to hinder, I'm going to put you down. And last but not least, I have to mention God's Grave. Cover illustration is done by Kirby Rosan. He is one of my all-time favorite illustrators at the moment. I love his coloring books to death. I love his sketchbooks, and I follow him on nearly all of his social media platforms. I just like to see what he comes up with, and it continues on to the back cover and even on the inside flaps. It's just gorgeous. It's doodly, so it goes completely against my simplistic mindset, but he does it in a clean way that it just makes sense. All the doodles are inside. I'm gonna put you down now. The cat is going down. This cover is very doodly and very artistic, but the way it is done, it still lends itself to being very simplistic. It's just in the finite details where you start to pick up all this other things that are going on, but from a distance. There's something about it. It just draws me in and I love it so much. And once again, you have that one pop of color that just stands out. I love it. 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 So those are some of my favorite covers of 2017. They're not all of my favorite. They are just a small handful of there are so many good covers. Tell me down below what your favorite cover of 2017 is, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.